Right, hello, and welcome back to What Would Happen If. In this episode, what would happen if we could time travel? Now, it sounds like foo-foo sci-fi there, but give me a minute. Now, for starters, traveling to the future would actually be relatively easier, huge quotation marks over that, than traveling to the past. To do this, we'd need a spaceship that goes near the speed of light. Now, this sexy devil himself, and his theory of relativity, showed us that the faster you move in space, the slower you move in time. This is like a 60-second version of the Interstellar movie, isn't it? Ah, fuck. Let me give you an example. You're traveling to this brand new exoplanet, which is 40 light years away, traveling at 99% the speed of light. You checked it, and it's good for humanity. Woo! So you cruise on home with the good news. However, even though it's only been a measly 2 years for you, it's been 80 years on home. Oh, that's a bummer. Not so happy now, are you, Space Cadet? So it's possible. But what about the past? Now, time is linear, only moving forwards. However, what about wormholes? Also, seen in Interstellar, fuck. It's believed that they're tunnels connecting two different places at two different times. Maybe even to a past Earth. So getting our hands on one could be possible. Maybe. Just don't get yourself Thanos snapped or destroy the universe. A lot of you are enjoying this series, and I am too. So welcome back to What Would Happen If. This time, what would happen if the Yellowstone volcano erupted tomorrow? Aye, shit like that. Now, for starters, those who didn't know, this volcano is a super volcano. Meaning it's super. And it's the one eruption that everyone's like, please God, no. Haven't only gone boom 3 times in the past 2 million years. Now, if this thing did pop like Coke and Mentos, believe it or not, it ain't the lava you need to worry about. Because you got a whole world of fucking problems. It would actually be the ash. And for anyone in the immediate 1,000 kilometers of this thing, fucking run. The ash consists of tiny scorching particles of volcanic rock. Meaning, don't be like, this shit would pretty much cover the whole of the US and Canada, causing buildings to collapse, crops get ruined, water supplies ruined. Basically, your day goes from bad to fuck! Now don't worry, Europe, you're not getting left out the fun. Oh, I live in Europe. Because we too would experience some ash. Oh, and did I mention you can't breathe this stuff in? Because it'll cause cement in your lung? Yeah, that too. Now, unfortunately, I'm not done. Because this lingering ash would actually block out the sun, causing temperature drops by 10 degrees and lasting a decade. So if you survive the initial bullshit, whip out those mittens! Because winter is coming. Fuck winter. Yep, you're gonna hate me after this one, because I'm about to ruin part of your childhood. Part 1. Oh yeah, fucking classic that. The Flintstones set in the past, right? Wrong! What if I told you is actually possibly set in the future? Not just any future, a post-apocalyptic future. Now hear me out. In 1987, there was a movie crossover between the Jetsons and the Flintstones. The Jetsons made a time traveling machine to go to the future, but rather it malfunctioned and they thought went to the past. But what if it didn't malfunction at all, and it actually did indeed take them to the future? A post-apocalyptic future. It said hundreds of years before the Flintstones, a nuclear war happened which sent the human race back into the Stone Age. Mildly fucking inconvenient, that I'm not gonna lie. And the radioactive fallout over time made the animals look like dinosaurs again. Or some shit, I don't know. I'm just saying. Also, this aired in the 1960s. Now, if you know your history, you know what was going on around that time. So it's not too crazy to think it was based off of that. Alright, now a couple smaller ones. The original costume for the Cowardly Lion in The Wizard of Oz was made of real lions. Ugh, that's shit. Peter! This one hurts me. 11 episodes of Looney Tunes can never be aired because of highly offensive material. Hello and welcome back to some fun facts you probably didn't know, probably didn't want to know, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. First up, we got this one. Oh, he just wants a kiss. Now, for anyone who doesn't like snakes, I'm about to make it 100 fucking times worse. This is gonna be like ripping a band-aid off, so I'm just gonna say. Snakes can burp fire. I'm not fucking joking. Ah, great, now snakes are dragons. Donkey! This happens when a decomposing animal within a snake bursts and releases methane and hydrogen, and thus, fire. Next, throughout your life, your nose and your ears never stop growing. Oh, fuck. Now, I already have a honk over a nose, so this isn't gonna be fun when I'm 80. You could ski off this fucking thing. Cheers, Mom and Dad. Pigeon poop in England is property of the crown. What? King George I actually declared this in the 18th century due to its usefulness in making gunpowder. You know what, lads? You can take it. Next, ants cannot die from falling. This blew my fucking mind. You can yeet this thing off of the Empire State Building and it will walk away like, wee. This is due to its tiny weight and rock-hard exoskeleton. And thus, its terminal velocity isn't enough to actually have an impact. Fucking legend! I'm replying to comments, so go comment. Welcome to What Would Happen If. In this episode, what would happen if you fell in a black hole? Aye, as you do. Firstly, the point of no return for a black hole is called the event horizon. After this, there ain't no coming back. Now, I know what you're thinking. Matthew, I'd become a noodle, I know. Not necessarily. Although I would finally reach 6 foot. If you were lucky enough to come across a supermassive black hole, which is 1,000,000 times heavier than our sun, that's fucking mental. Both your head and legs will be pulled at the same strength. So you'd actually survive crossing the event horizon. So good job, Space Cadet, you've solved your first problem. But that ain't the worst of it. Next is the gravitational singularity at the very center. And you, my friend, have a one-way ticket. And there ain't no getting off this train. This is the point where density becomes infinite. So you'd literally become a part of the black hole. Now, some have theorized it being a tunnel. We can't prove it. But I believe if you manage to survive past the singularity, you come out of a white hole. Maybe in a different universe. However, to your friends and family watching your Voyage of Doom, it would look very different. To them, you would just keep slowing down until you froze. Frozen in time, never crossing the event horizon. This is due to time and space swapping roles in a black hole. Time stops, space moves forward. Believe it or not, this is actually a really intense episode, but my background's all like, oh! Conspiracy theories. You may like them, you may love them, you may hate them. I personally love them. Now, no, I don't believe the Earth is a dodecahedron, but some weird me the fuck out. For example, prophecies and predictions. Is it possible? There's plenty of examples over time, but this might be the fucking freaky ass. I'm yelling because I'm scared. Yep, they predicted COVID. 12 years ago, this book was published. The end of day. Bit too close for home for what we're experiencing, but hey ho. And in the book, it said this. In around 2012, a pneumonia-like illness will spread around the globe, attacking the lungs and bronchial tubes and resisting all treatment. I'm a go. It does say that the illness will disappear as quickly as it appeared. However, then says it'll come back in 10 years' time. So 2030 is gonna be fucking great. When's Muskie flying to Mars? The Earth ended in 2012. 2012 was the year the scientists from Cern discovered the Higgs boson particle, which Hawkins said would destroy the universe or cause a catastrophic vacuum decay. The argument is everything's been going to shit since 2012. I'll agree. So the belief is that they opened a black hole and pushed our collective unconscious to a parallel universe. I had to rush part 2. I love my fact video, but every now and then I come across a fact which just doesn't fit in, and so never gets to experience the spotlight. Kind of like me at the Year 7 talent show. Oh yep, daily dose of childhood trauma. So I've compiled them all into this video for your enjoyment. So here's some fun facts you probably didn't know. Firstly, sloths can hold their breath 3 times longer than a dolphin. Dolphins are in the... What the fuck? Yep, a dolphin needs to come to the surface for air every 10 minutes, whereas a sloth can hold it for 40 minutes. I'ma just say it. Nature really fucked it on this one. Octopuses have 3 hearts, which means only one thing. They're stronger than a Time Lord. The largest waterfall is actually underwater. The cool water of the Nordic Sea is denser than that of the warm waters of the Erminger Sea, making it drop almost 2 miles. And my brain! So you know this word? We use it literally every day. Well, OK actually stands for fake words. Instead of this, in the 1830s, people used to say all correct. I thought they were fucking comedians, so spelt it all correct, which is eventually shortened to OK. How was your weekend, mate? I was all correct. Here's a wholesome one for you. To stop themselves drifting away, sea otters actually hold their hands while sleeping. My heart. Yep, bet you didn't think you'd see my ass here again. But I'm back. My month-long hiatus is over. There was just something about creeping the fuck out of you guys which I just couldn't live without. That being said, is my sadness and depression from getting banned and losing everything gone? No, but we're getting there. So we're starting back up with one of my most requested and personal favourite series, The Scariest Mythical Creatures. However, I'm always slaughtered for not scaring you guys enough, not giving you that creep factor. Well, just remember you asked for it. First up, we got the Penangalan, one of the most fierce vampires ever. And this is the most innocent picture I could find for you guys, because I'm really trying to stay out of trouble, not be controversial, and lose everything like last time. Now, in the day, they appear as normal women, but in the night, they detach their head from the bodies and fly around in search for their victims. And then they drink their blood with their invisible tongue. My question is, how do they fly? Then again, they have an invisible tongue. So fuck physics, am I right? Next, we got the Mongolian death worm. That straight up looks like a... Wait, no, I can't say that. Controversial! Traveling above or underground, it will shoot yellow corrosive saliva at you to kill you from afar. Imagine this running at you, or crawling. Here's some of the weirdest conspiracy theories I could find that will most likely send you down a rabbit hole. Also, I want to quickly stress, just because I'm talking about the conspiracy theory doesn't mean I believe them. I just found them and you had to know about it. So we've all heard about the flat earth, but now I present to you the hollow earth theory. This is the belief that there might actually be advanced civilizations down below our little tootsies, living in this hollow earth. And people believe it due to the earth's changing magnetism. And due to it changing, it must have to be hollow. Also, they believe. So who knows, all this time, Paul, his 7 children, and his wife Karen might have been living directly below my big fucking toe. Next, we have Cern and the Large Hadron Collider. Fuck me, that's scary. This is the belief that Cern is actually creating a portal to hell. What? We all remember the mass panic when we thought they were going to open a black hole on our planet. Well, now apparently they're opening a gateway to the underworld. And part of the reason they believe it is because of a Shiva statue. This one right here, which is an Indian deity who apparently watches over the underworld. Shit, I was going to talk about him controlling the weather. I'll do a part 2 soon. I'm so thankful humans weren't around with these creatures. Because if we were, we would have been their bitches. I'd have had to call one Zadzi and hope they don't punish me. So I'm here with some of the most terrifying creatures that thankfully are extinct. You can sleep easy. First up, oh hell no! First, we've got the Titanoboa. This is an extinct genus of snake that lived 60 million years ago in northeastern Colombia and had the potential to grow to 50 feet long. Haha, I think I just peed. Killing its prey by either constriction or just biting its jugular. Or in a human's case, its entire fucking head. And as you can see, it hunted crocodiles. No. Next, we have the Sabretooth Cat. No biggie to a normal house cat. Just want to go pet it on its little furry head. Now, I'm not a cat person. Purely because cats can be pricks just because it's fucking Tuesday. So imagine walking out of your house and seeing one of these fuckers. Heh no. And there are studies to say that these may have lived with modern day humans before they went extinct. And they traveled in packs, so no. Deep breaths, Matthew, because here we go again. I decided that eBay wasn't fulfilling my weird expectations. So I went to the site that everyone's first reaction is, the fuck is that? Wow. Wish.com. So what could I possibly have found on there that was weirder than what I found on eBay? Well, let me show you. Okay, so we're starting off strong. Listen, I'm a fan of Nicolas Cage as much as the next. If there's one place he doesn't need to be, it's on my ass cheeks. Next, we have a fake elastic tongue. But why? I'm sorry, but imagine a kid asking for this for Christmas. Mommy, can I have the face elastic tongue off Wish? Oh, son, of course you can. Jerry called foster care. Oh, God. Apparently, this is a cute peach plush backpack. Oh, yeah, this is great for school. If I want to get my head kicked in. Also, it's, kind of nightmare fuel. I think these are like stress balls, but did they have to make them so fucking haunting? Uncanny. All right, we're gonna move on because I'm kind of scared. No. Nicholas! It's safe to say the shit I've seen from researching for these videos, I have give or take 34 new phobias. Anywho, welcome back to the most terrifying mythical creatures from around the world. First up, we have the Neon. Neon. The Neon, I think. An immortal being in China who ventures down from the mountains once a year for snacks. It's like me once a day during quarantine. And it's great to know that no weapons can hurt it. And also, you'll love to hear that its starter, main course, and dessert is you. It's flat face with 2 huge horns and razor-sharp teeth. And 1 fucking long tail. You know, it's kind of cute in a I want to drop a car in it kind of way. You'd think this fucker would be scared of nothing, but I'm here to tell it's scared of the color red. Next, we have the Chimera. What the fuck are you? It's a convulsion of beasts fused into a single body. Specifically, a lion, a goat, and a snake. Also, the goat part on its side could breathe fire. Casual, that. And finally, we have the Kraken. We all know this one. The large, ferocious beast of the sea, stretching as far as 10 warships, side by side. Its gigantic tentacles would just yeet the ships down to the bottom. But it's not real, right? It's not like the majority of our ocean is undiscovered or anything.